Russell Wilson had to Tyler Lockett over the shoulder, just perfect. I mean, matter of inches, and it just in there on the full speed run. Great pass. Great pass. Last night, we had 3 games last night. Nothing really exciting except out of the Dallas game. I mean, Dallas just whooped up on Miami 41-14, and that's not good signs. I don't care if it's a preseason game. If you give up 41 points at any point, it's showing your players don't know the system, aren't good enough, or you have no depth. And that's not a good sign for Miami, who, if healthy and motivated, now those are 2 big ifs, with Sue, Williams, and Wake, they should have one of the most dominant defensive lines in the NFL this season, because all 3 of those men are beasts. Sure, Williams has been quiet a couple of years, the last few years in Buffalo. Different system, didn't fit his game. You think they brought him in and paid him all that money not to put a defensive system in with the other 2 guys I mentioned that's going to fit his style? Man, if they get it, I'm telling you, if they're healthy and they stay motivated, if those 3 can just team up and be brothers, they're going to have something special down there in Miami on that side of the ball. And Prescott's showing out right now in the preseason. He's putting on a show. I don't know how long that pass was that he had. I think it was in the second quarter. But it had to be 60 or 70 yards in the air. Great pass, dropped it right on a dime. Didn't score. The guy got tackled because he was being covered, but great pass nonetheless. So, Miami or Dallas might be good there. Romo gets hurt. Maybe Prescott can step in. And San Diego was all over Arizona 19-3. Bruce Arenas, I hope everything's good with you. I hope your health is coming back to you and everything's going to be good for you moving forward. So, that's the preview review. That's what we had going on. Oh, wait. We didn't do no preview of today's games. That was the review. Let's do the preview. All right, so today we got Carolina and Tennessee. We have the Giants and the Bills. The Ravens are going to get on the Colts. We got the Bucks and the Jags for some Florida matchup. Saints and Texans. Locally, the Broncos and 49ers. And then the Chiefs and the Rams. So, interesting games to me today. I'll pay attention to see how the Giants and Bills game goes. I haven't watched the Giants too much, but with all the players they picked up in the offseason, with the changes on their offense, I'd like to see how they're playing. See what Rex Ryan's got going on there in Buffalo, how Tyrod Taylor takes his first few snaps. The Jags-Bucks game could be good. There's a lot of young talent on both of those teams. Saints and Texans, battle of flood towns. J.J. Watt probably now they're saying won't be available for at least the first 2 games, or they don't think he'll be available for at least the first 2 games, hoping that he's back week 3 with his back injury. And let's get into the 49ers and Broncos, huh? That's what locally here in Denver everybody wants to talk about, of course. 49ers were in town this week. They had some matchup practices, and, they got in quite a few squabbles. Former Denver Broncos Zane Beadles, now playing for the San Francisco 49ers, got into it with a former teammate. And, there's just different little squabbles most practices. It seems like they cut the last practice short, but they said it was planned that way. And you got a 49ers team right now who is honestly, they're in disarray. They quite possibly could have the worst record in the league this year. Blaine Gabbert looks like he's going to win the starting quarterback job because Colin Kaepernick looks like his plan is to, I'm injured, I can't do anything, but I'm going to take your $12 million because you screwed me over. And I do think the 49ers screwed him over. I think when they restructured his deal, and from what he says told him, they were going to use that money to re-sign players and then those players left in free agency and were not signed, like a Michael Crabtree, like a Frank Gore. Why did he restructure his deal to give the team money back, basically, to sign players to keep what they had going, and then they let him walk? And, everybody thought Kaepernick, Chip Kelly's system is going to be a fit. I thought Kaepernick, Kubiak's system could be a fit. Kaepernick wasn't going to give up the money. He's taking a hard line in the sand in this one, and he basically, even though he looks bad with this dead arm thing and the amount of weight he's lost, and he's winning. He's going to get paid $12 million to be a backup quarterback on a bad team. And there's not one of us who wouldn't take that same opportunity. Denver's defense looks like it's could field two defenses, the way they got guys playing. The way Coach Phillips has got those guys motivated and on the same page. Von Miller's going to get to play tonight. Russell Okung's going to play tonight. DeMarcus Ware's being brought along slowly. Again, what does DeMarcus Ware need to show you in the preseason? He's on the team. He restructured his contract to stay on the team. You want him to be there. You don't need him to play in the preseason. You need DeMarcus Ware to give you 10 or 15 really good snaps a game, and then come playoff time, maybe 15 to 20 good snaps a game. Because Shane Ray's coming on, he from all accounts, he's looking very good. Shaq Barrett, who played better than Shane Ray last year, he's still developing and looking very good. They have depth in their secondary. The linebackers, they're going to be free to do what they do because of Denver's pass rush and blitzing schemes. So don't worry about Danny Trevathan being gone. Yes, he was good in coverage, but with the knee injuries he's had, you started to see him get exposed a little bit last year. So that'll be a good game to watch tonight. I'll watch that one tonight. I'll watch parts of these other ones throughout the day. And we'll talk about them, for sure. Something I want to talk about when we get back, we'll hit up on Ashton Eaton and his decathlon dominance. And was LeBron James dissing MJ? Hey guys.
The NFL season is almost here, and you know what that means? Fantasy football is right around the corner. Did you win your fantasy league last year? Would you like to win some extra money playing in a daily fantasy football this season? If so, thedirtcannon.com is here to help. You can get numbers and projections anywhere. But if you want to build a winner for a full season fantasy team, or just looking to win consistently in daily games, then do what I did and join thedirtcannon.com. They have it all in one place, fellas. Whether a bronze member or a silver, they will hook you up. I recommend the silver package. Starting today for the silver package, use my code RDST and you will get a customized 2016 NFL Draft Kit, Draft Day Intelligence, and access to their award-winning lineup analyzer with expert insight and analysis. So win your league, make some money, and take home the bragging rights with thedirtcannon.com and use Real Deal Sports Talk's promo code RDST. And for the first month with my code RDST, get $4.99 off the first month of your silver membership.
Alright, so Olympic story. It's a great Olympic story. It's an amazing story to me. If you guys don't know what the decathlon is, decathlon is 10 events covering all of track and field, okay? You're talking about javelin, pole vault, high jump, sprints, long jump, distance running, shot put, you name it. It's the top 10 events, athlete against athlete. Who's going to come out on top? Basically making you the top athlete in the world out of the Olympic Games. You can't compare different sports, blah, blah, blah. Sure, there could be somebody who's more athletically gifted who plays basketball who doesn't participate in the decathlon, but too bad for them. They don't get the title of top athlete. The decathlon winner, female and male, they are the top athlete in the world. They did it across 10 events over a number of days, and they came out on top. And USA athlete Ashton Eaton has now done that in back-to-back Olympic Games. I don't know how many times that's been done throughout Olympic history, but that's very impressive to me. It seems like it's a sport that could be very you one week and somebody else the next week. So to be able to come back in back-to-back Olympics, that's very impressive. Congratulations, Mr. Eaton. Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Spurs teammates, both of them have played their final games for France and Argentina respectively internationally. Both of them helped those programs and their country's programs immensely for what they were able to do in the basketball arena, so good for them. And now there's this story. LeBron James says this week that MJ's teammates, Michael Jordan's teammates, deserve a little more credit for what the Bulls accomplished back then. And some people were like, whoa, what are you doing? That's blasphemous. Stephen A. Smith, that was blasphemous. How dare LeBron James discredit Michael Jordan's accomplishments or contributions to those teams? LeBron James was not dissing anybody, everybody. He was not dissing Michael Jordan. He wasn't taken away from who Michael Jordan is or what Michael Jordan did. He just wasn't on the hype train with it. Michael Jordan's teammates, the Bulls teams, do deserve a lot of credit. They were really one of the first super teams. Think about it. Tony Kukoc, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan. Are you kidding me? That is a super team. That wasn't just Michael Jordan. Steve Kerr, Bill Paxton, B.J. Armstrong, Luke Longley. I mean, come on. He played with good players. Those teams were very well built. They do deserve more credit. Michael Jordan didn't win 6 NBA championships by himself. And to this day, I will say it on high, he pushed off on Byron Russell to get that game-winning shot against the Jazz. And it wasn't called because it was Michael Jordan. But he pushed off to get open to make that game-winning shot. So yes, Michael Jordan's teammates deserve more credit. And no, LeBron James wasn't dissing anybody, and it was not blasphemous. I told you guys about all the kids he's helping go into college, LeBron James. I'm switching off the Michael Jordan topic. Well, he also this week took 5,000 families from the Cleveland area on an amusement park field trip. Paid for them to have a good day, drinks, foods, rides, all that stuff. So he's giving back. What I'm really liking about that right now is you saw the LeBron James at the ESPYs. You saw Melo at the ESPYs. You saw these guys at the ESPYs say, we need to stand up and start doing stuff. LeBron James is doing stuff. Carmelo Anthony is doing stuff. Carmelo Anthony's changed a lot from when he was going to have braids all the time and be who he is to now this understanding and now this political understanding and this social, cultural understanding that he's showing. And I got to give the man his respect. Stop hating on Carmelo Anthony. He is a leader. He's leading Team USA right now. He's not the top scorer or anything like that, but he's the guy everybody's looking at for advice and leadership. And I think that is going to carry over this season to the Knicks, and I think you're going to see Carmelo Anthony potentially have his best season in the NBA, personally and team-wise. The Knicks could do big things this year in the East. They could rival Toronto and Cleveland up at the top. They might not knock them off, but they could take a big leap this year because of Carmelo Anthony. Have you guys seen some of the crazy stadium foods out there? I mean, there's crazy hot dogs with Cracker Jacks on it, and now the Detroit Lions have a $15 4-pound donut, okay? Not a bacon wrap Krispy Kreme something, bacon burger, and all these crazy things we got at stadiums, and I was going to get more into this, but we're running out of time. So go out there and check out some of the crazy foods at your local stadiums that are being served, okay? I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you spending your Saturday morning with us. I appreciate Jeremy calling in from thedirtcannon.com. And until next time, everybody, be real.